Hi students, welcome back. We are in our lecture 3, that is diffusion, of your class 9. In our previous video, we have discussed about characteristics of particles of matter. This topic is most important for you in class 9. If you can understand this concept, then it will be easy for you to understand further concepts in this chapter. In your textbook, while coming to this diffusion, you can find only one or two examples or one or two paragraphs related to this concept. But this entire video, we need to learn about complete concept diffusion, and we need to see all examples related to this one. So if you can understand this concept, then it will be very easy for you to understand further concepts in this chapter. Without wasting our time, let us start this concept diffusion. To understand this diffusion, first thing you have to keep in your mind, we have matter, right? Matter. How many types of matters we have? We have 6 types of matter. Number 1, solids. Number 2, liquids. Number 3, gases. Number 4, plasma. Number 5, it is BEC, stands for Bose, Einstein, condensate. And number 6, it is firm ionic condensate. Here in your 9th class, we are going to learn only 3 types of matter, that is solids, liquids and gases. In your higher classes, you are going to get about plasma, Bose-Einstein condensate and firm ionic condensate. Okay, why we need to talk about types of matter? Here, one thing I need to give you clarification. Matter, I told you in 9th class we are going to learn about 3 types, that is solids, liquids and gaseous. Here one common point we need to understand: solids, liquids and gases made up of particles. In solids we can get particles, in liquids we can get particles, in gases also we can get particles. Now while coming to this concept diffusion, you see the definition: the mixing and spreading out of substance with another substance. Means one substance will mix with another substance. Very simple concept. One substance will mix with another substance. So here we have 3 types of matter, right? Now we can take different combinations, like solid will mix with solid, solid can mix with liquid, solids can mix with gaseous. While coming to liquids, liquid will mix with solids, liquid combination we can get, liquid and gaseous combination we can get. While coming to third one, gaseous solids, gaseous particles, solid particles will mix together, gas mix with liquids, gas combination we can get. So we have 9 different categories with 9 concepts we need to understand. So, if anyone asks you what is meant by diffusion, what you can say? The mixing and spreading out of substance with another substance. So, one substance will mix with another substance due to movement or motion of its particles. So, if there is any combination of solid and solid, solid particles will mix with another solid particle. If you have any combination of liquid and gas, what we can expect? Liquid particles will mix with gaseous particles. So, this concept we need to understand in this video. Okay, let us see these 3 points. First one, the diffusion of one substance into another substance goes on until a uniform mixture is formed. Let us take one example. Take one beaker which is full of water. Now put crystals of potassium permanganate. Let us take one beaker. In that beaker, add some amount of water and add crystals of potassium permanganate. Now, while coming to potassium permanganate, its chemical formula is KMnO4. This is potassium permanganate, which will be in purple color. Now, if you add potassium permanganate crystals into this water, you can observe entire water will be converted to purple color. Total water will be in purple color. So by this what we can say? Diffusion of one substance. So here what is that first substance? Potassium permanganate into another substance. What is another substance? Water. Goes on until uniform mixture is formed. You can see entire mixture is in purple color now. That is the meaning for this sentence. So gradually you can see purple color crystal starts to diffuse over or dissolve into water. That is nothing but diffusion. So one type of particles will mix with another type of particles. Now you see these are potassium permanganate particles. Now these are water particles. Now what will happen in the sense when both are mixing together, you can observe mixture like this. So water particles and potassium permanganate particles both are mixing together to form one solution. So by this we can understand diffusion is nothing but combination of two or more types of matter, right? Now diffusion in gases. First we are going to discuss about diffusion in gases. Diffusion in gases is very fast. It will be so fast. Why? Because particles in gases move very quickly in all directions. When you take a beaker, consider in this beaker we have air particles. When this beaker is open, what you can observe in the sense, all these particles will come out and it will mix with atmosphere that mixes with air which is present outside, and the diffusion is so fast. We can see some examples. Let us take first example. The smell of food being cooked in the kitchen reaches us even from a considerable distance. The smell of hot sizzling food reaches us even when we are at a considerable distance, but to get the smell of cold food we have to go close to it. What is the meaning for that? Now let us take plate where we have some hot food. consider this is hot food. If you wanna smell this hot food, no need to go near to it. If there is a distance from this food to you is 1 meter, if you are sitting here, automatically smell of the food reaches you because food is hot. Here, one thing you have to understand, food is hot. Hot in the sense, temperature will be high, isn't it? Temperature will be high. When temperature is high, automatically kinetic energy of particles will be high. When kinetic energy is nothing but if a body is in motion, then that body will have one type of energy, that is kinetic energy, which we are going to learn in our 8th chapter. When kinetic energy is more, when it will be more? When temperature is more. When temperature is more, kinetic energy of particles will be more. If temperature is less, kinetic energy of particle will be less. That is the meaning of this second point. If you want to get smell of hot food, you need to sit somewhere, no need to go near to the hot objects, automatically smell you can get it. But if you want to get smell of cold food, you need to go near to it. If you want to smell any ice cream, for example, let us take biryani. If you want to smell biryani, no need to go near to the biryani. If you go to hotel outside, from outside itself you can get smell of that one. But if you want to smell an ice cream, you should go near to the ice cream to smell it, right? That is the concept. This is because the rate of diffusion of hot gases is much faster when compared to cold bodies. Hot bodies in the sense kinetic energy will be more, cold bodies in the sense kinetic energy will be less. Second example, when someone opens a bottle of perfume in one corner of a room, its smell spread whole room quickly. Consider any person is sitting in one corner of the room. Consider this is room. In this corner, if you spray a perfume and if you are standing at other corner, automatically smell will reach you. Why? Because particles of matter continuously moving. By this we can say diffusion in gases is very fast. And example 3, if you see LPG cylinders in our house, we have red color cylinders, isn't it? That cylinder is filled with LPG, stands for liquefied petroleum gas, and basically there will be no smell for LPG. There is no smell. But when there is any leakage, if you want to find any leakage, to find easily what they will do in the sense, they will mix one chemical called mercaptan. When mercaptan is mixed with LPG, automatically that will have some smell. That is the smell you can get when cylinders are leaked. By that also we can say particles of matter moves very quickly. At the same time, diffusion in gases is very high. Next concept, diffusion in liquids. Diffusion in liquids is slower than gases. This is because particles in liquid move slower as compared to particles in gases. You see, gas, consider this is one small area of gas. If there is one particle here, there will be another particle here, another particle here, another here. By this we can say, in gas, distance between particles is so high, so that there will be free movement in gaseous. Well, coming to liquids, if you consider this is small area of liquid, you can see particles are packed but not tightly packed as compared to solids. It is somewhat loosely packed and gaps are less, and attraction will be somewhat greater when compared to gases. Attraction between particles, and these particles in liquids will move very slowly when compared to gases, so that diffusion in liquids will be slow when compared to gases. We'll see few examples regarding this diffusion. Meanwhile, let us try to understand this solid in liquid. Solid in liquid combination. If a crystals of potassium permanganate is placed at the bottom of water in a beaker, then the purple color of potassium permanganate spreads into whole water. Not only potassium permanganate, guys, you can take whatever solid you want, you can take. So we are talking about solid and liquid combination. You can take example, salt is solid, water is liquid, combination is possible. Sugar is solid, milk is liquid, combination is possible. Glucose is solid, of course it will be in powder state, plus coconut water. Coconut water if you take, that is also solid plus liquid combination you can consider. Like that, when solids are added to liquids, automatically entire solid will be dissolved in liquid. That we can say solid in liquid combination or solid liquid diffusion. Next, liquid in liquid. Liquid in liquid in the sense we need to add two liquids together, liquid plus liquid. If you want to make coffee, what we'll do? We'll mix milk plus decoction, right? Milk plus decoction gives coffee. Same like that, liquid combination we can take, like you take lemon, squeeze that lemon in water, we'll get lemon juice. If you squeeze lemon drops will be in liquid state only, water will be in liquid state only. Liquid plus liquid combination we can take. So liquid diffusion we can observe here, but here we have to understand one main concept. What is that concept? I told you diffusion depends on temperature. Diffusion depends on temperature. What information we can get? If temperature is high, rate of diffusion will be high. If temperature is low, rate of diffusion also will be low. In liquids, same thing we can observe. Take cool water and hot water. Cool water and hot water. If you add any ink drop, consider one small ink drop, add it in cool water, and you can add ink drop in hot water. If you observe, in hot water, diffusion rate will be so high because hot water in the sense its temperature is high. While coming to cool water, diffusion will be very slow because cool water in the sense its temperature is less. That concept you need to understand. Diffusion in solids. Diffusion in solids is very slow process and it is rare. It is rare. You cannot get more number of examples for this diffusion of solids. One example what we can take, if you write something on a blackboard and leave it uncleared for considerable period in the sense you may leave for 3 months, something like that. After 3 months, if you observe, not 10 to 15 days, just 2 months, 3 months, if you leave, we will find that it becomes quite difficult to clean blackboard, isn't it? Why? Because blackboard is solid, chalk piece is also solid. When solid plus solid is mixing together, there will be particles of one solid will be mixed with particles of another solid. So it will be difficult for us to clean the blackboard. Here we can say solid-solid diffusion happened. This is because some of particles of chalk have diffused into surface of blackboard. Another example we can take, if two metal blocks are bound together tightly and kept undisturbed for few years, then particles of one metal are found to have diffused into another metal. You see, consider this is one metal. In one metal there will be particles. Let us take another metal. Consider we have combined these two metals and we kept it for few years. What you can observe in the sense, particles from this metal will enter into this metal, top layer you can observe, and particles from this metal will enter into this metal and particles will be appeared here. By this we can say diffusion in solids is very rare and it is time taking process. So by all this what we can consider, gases diffuse very rapidly. So main concepts what we have learned, solids, liquids, gases are made up of particles. Here one type of particle will be mixed with another type of particle, that is known as diffusion. We have different combinations, solids, liquids, gases, all these together will be mixed. Different combination we can get. And here another thing we have learned, diffusion depends on temperature. If temperature is high, rate of diffusion will be high. If temperature is low, rate of diffusion will be low. Here another thing we have learnt, when temperature is increased, kinetic energy of particles also increases. If temperature is less, kinetic energy is less. So guys, this is about diffusion. We can learn this diffusion in further concepts. We can compare this diffusion with the concept. That concept is interconvection of matter. There we will learn again regarding this diffusion. In our next video, we are going to learn about states of matter. That is your fourth lecture. Guys, if you like this video, share this video to your friends such that we all will learn together. Okay, we'll meet in our next video. Thank you guys.